Hey guys, I tried to get this video uploaded a while ago, but it didn't work because of the signal. So anyways, I wanted to share a little bit with you of our journey up here on this mountain. And so I have Scott with me, I have Mario and Callum.
Everybody.
So yeah, so just to tell you a little bit about who we are and where we are. So both Callum, why don't you just say maybe a little bit how you got into doing this here?
Yeah, well, I arrived in Peru 9 years ago, 2014, and I came to Cusco where I stayed for 6 months. Spent a lot of time in the Amazon jungle just to the east of here. And I met Scott, who together we've run tours into the Manu National Park region of the Amazon, which is an incredible biodiverse, rich place.
One of the most biodiverse places on the planet.
Yeah, in the upper Amazon, the western Amazon. We also do treks in the local area. We're at about 3,400 meters altitude here.
Maybe, yeah, 36.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Cusco's 33, I think. And we trek up to maybe 5,000 meters altitude in the mountains in the area. So Cusco's an amazing central location to be able to do all of that.
Absolutely. And so we have our friend Mario with us. Mario grew up about 3 hours outside of Cusco. In, ¿cómo se llama su hogar?
Ausangate.
In
Pachanta.
yeah, in a place called Oyosungate?
Yeah,
Ausangate.
Ausangate is one of the
Ausangate.
largest mountains in the area. It's I think 6,800 odd meters.
Yep.
There's a big chunk of ice and snow on it that you can see from the city here.
Yeah, on a clear day you can see it right down that way. It's too cloudy now.
Yeah.
And Mario is in a village called Pachanta, which I think is the northeast of the mountain there. And it's a whole high altitude area. Probably 4,000 metros de altura?
Sí, 4,500.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
4,500.
4,500 meters altitude.
Oh, it's
A
massive.
lot less oxygen there
Yes.
than at sea level.
And Mario he has a couple different businesses. He runs a guide service. So if any of you guys are interested, I'm going to put his information in the comment section. Yeah, runs a guide service. He also runs a taxi service, and he speaks fluent Quechua. And so we asked him if he could spend some time with us, maybe to explain a little bit about the area, and he was very keen on doing so. So anyways, maybe we could just start by just talking a little bit about the ruins that we're standing by, and see if Mario can maybe tell us. Mario, ¿me puede como enseñar a la gente un poquito del lugar donde estamos?
No, en quechua español.
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 Yeah.
Ahorita nosotros estamos aquí en
So right now we're
Kenco.
here in Kenco,
Kenco Chico,
Kenco Chico.
que es un lugar turístico,
It's a touristic location,
pero a veces es poco visitado, ¿no?
but
pero,
sometimes it's not visited a whole lot.
pero hay algunos que muchos no conocen,
But there's some that they don't really
pero
know for the ruins.
y muchos lugares aquí existen bastantes lugares turísticos, ¿no?
So there's a lot of places like this that like touristic locations that exist in the area.
A veces la gente que viene de fuera
Sometimes the
no
people
puede-
that come from outside of the area,
no puede venir caminando, ¿no?
they can't come walking
Porque hay
here
lugares
because there's
que tienes
places
que caminar muchas horas.
that you have to walk many hours to get here.
Está bien cerca de la carretera.
Ajá, cerca. Entonces, a veces la gente que viene de lejos.
So sometimes
la
people that
afecta
come very
la
far
altura.
away,
Entonces,
they're
por
affected
ahí
by
no
the
puede
altitude,
caminar mucho, ¿no?
and so it's hard for them to walk a lot.
Por ejemplo, en Pachanta, en Ausangate,
For example, in Pangchate and Oshingate,
nosotros tenemos 7 lagunas
we have 7
de
lakes
diferentes colores.
that are different colors,
Y ahí están los baños del Inca también.
and they're also the Incan
Es
baths,
natural, ¿no?
and they're all
Que están en la
natural.
montaña, ¿no?
Coming from the
Aguas
mountain.
termales.
Thermal waters,
Y esas aguas termales
and these
también
thermal waters,
son medicinales.
they're medicinal.
Hay mucha gente
There's a lot of
que
people
sufre de reumatismo,
that suffer from like arthritis,
de hueso,
joint pain.
trabajo, mucha-
Muña is another medicinal plant that you can find around here. It's kind of like a type of mint. There's at least 2 different kinds, but it's really good for the digestion. So this is muña here. Yeah.
¿Me puede mostrar
Sí.
la planta? So this is called muña.
Muña. Esa es planta medicinal.
It's a medicinal plant.
Es planta bueno para digestión.
It's a plant that's good for
cuando
digestion.
uno está mal de estómago,
When someone has an upset stomach,
es que antiguamente en el campo
it's because of back in the past,
no había
in the country,
hospitales,
there weren't
no había
hospitals,
farmacias.
there weren't pharmacies.
Entonces la gente se curaba
So
naturalmente.
the people cured themselves naturally.
Y aparte de la muña existen muchas plantas
And
medicinales.
aside from muña, there was a lot of medicinal plants that existed.
Y antes, por ejemplo,
And
para lavarse
in the
el
past,
cabello,
because to
Ahora-
wash the hair,
ahora utilizan champú, ¿no?
Sí.
Um,
Antes no.
before using shampoo,
Antes se utilizaba de raíz de una planta que se llama sacta
they use the roots of a plant that's called sacta,
y produce ese espuma natural.
and it produces a natural
Champú
soap.
natural. Y ese champú natural
And this
evita
natural soap,
la caída del cabello y las canas, todo eso, ¿no?
it eliminates. ¿Qué significa?
Canas,
Canas, ¿qué significa?
cabello blanco.
It would help with like white hair.
Entonces en el campo la gente
So in the country,
no
like in the
tiene
country,
cabello blanco,
they didn't have white hair.
tiene cabello negro
They
y
have black hair.
las mujeres también
And the
harto
women too.
cabello,
Sí.
harto cabello,
¿Harto? ¿Qué significa?
harto, o sea,
Long.
Had long hair.
Black hair.
y
women had long-
evita la caída del
Yeah.
cabello, ¿no?
Yeah.
Ayuda a crecer bastante.
Y
sí.
el piel también está muy bueno
Sí,
para...
para la piel también, porque la piel
And for the skin too.
te rejuvenece.
Wow.
It helps to like rejuvenate it.
Stay young.
Yes.
Forever.
Así es, chicos.
Wow. Good.
Para ser joven siempre.
Yeah, entonces debemos caminar un poquito para mostrar como las ruinas aquí.
¿Ya?
Yeah.
Ok.
Okay. So Mario, ¿me puede decir un poco sobre como las ruinas aquí? Más o menos cuántos años tienen. So
Por ejemplo,
more or less, how old are these ruins here?
estas ruinas son del siglo XV y XVI.
So these ruins are more or less from ¿de cuándo?
Siglo XV y XVI.
From 16?
15, 16.
Yep, 15, 16, roughly.
500 years ago.
Yeah.
Y tiene muchos años. Y algunas partes de eso, por ejemplo, estos son originales, ¿no?
So these are
Pero
original,
hay algunos que ya están reconstruidos.
but there are some
también,
that are reconstructed.
¿no? Es que antes no estaba protegido, no
It's
estaba
it's
tan
because
cuidado,
in the
¿no?
past, they weren't really protected.
Porque como estos lugares, hay muchos lugares que existen, bastantes.
It's like in the past, there were a lot of places like this that existed.
Por ejemplo, ahorita el más visitado acá en Cusco
For
es
example, right now is the most
Sacsayhuamán.
visited one in Cusco. It's called
Sacsayhuamán,
Sacsayhuamán,
Enco,
Kenko.
Pucapucara y Tambo Machay. Esos son los 4 lugares es más visitado acá en Cusco.
Those are the 4 that are the most visited in Cusco.
Entonces, aparte de esos 4 lugares que existen
Aside
acá
from
en
those
Cusco,
4 that exist in Cusco,
hay
here,
muchos lugares.
there's a lot of, there are many,
bastantes,
pero
hay que caminar,
but
¿no?
you have to walk to
Y a
them.
veces mucha gente viene pocos días,
And sometimes a lot of people come in a few days.
no alcanza, ¿no? Conocer.
1, 2, 3
Y
días.
aparte,
¿Alcanzar? ¿Qué significa? Alcanzar?
no alcanza tiempo, no hay
They don't
tiempo.
have enough time.
para
Okay,
conocer
yeah, don't
más
have
lugares.
enough
Tourists that
time.
arrive, they have maybe 2 or 3 days in Cusco. So these locations are really close to the road. So people, if they're feeling a little tired from the altitude, we have 1/3 less oxygen here than sea level. They can walk from the road or from close by. The city's just there. It's very close.
Exacto.
But there are many more ruins all over the place. You just need to find them.
Cool.
And trek to them.
Yeah,
Sí,
that's
amigos.
awesome.
Entonces, amigo, a usted mucho gusto conocerte.
So
Jesse.
to you, it's very nice to meet you, Jesse.
Y yo soy de Cusco.
I'm from
Y yo
Cusco,
soy quechua hablante.
and I'm Quechua hablante.
Yo, por ejemplo, mi primer idioma
For
fue
example, my first language
quechua
was
hasta
Quechua
hasta los 12 años.
until 12 years old.
Después de 12 años,
After 12 years
yo
old,
recién aprendí a hablar
I
español.
learned how to speak
Y
Spanish.
yo trabajo en turismo.
And I work in
haciendo-
tourism.
Haciendo taxi.
Doing is it taxi?
Y conociendo muchos amigos.
And meeting a lot of
diferentes
friends
países,
from different countries.
¿no? Y me encanta que la gente de afuera que venga.
And
a
I
Cusco,
love when people from outside come to visit
puedo
Cusco,
enseñarles,
and I can go in and teach them,
conocer, ¿no?
teach
Que
them, and
ellos
help them to see these places,
regresen felices,
and then they return happy.
¿no? Felices.
Tener un intercambio de
Idiomas.
So to have like an exchange of languages.
Y aparte, no solamente tenemos aquí
And apart from that, not
ruinas
only
arqueológicas,
we
sino
have a lot of archaeological
tenemos
sites, we have
costumbres,
customs,
gastronomía,
food,
textilería
textiles,
o alpacas.
like
¿no? Hay
llamas.
muchos, amigos.
There's a lot of things.
Bastantes, ¿no?
Tremendous.
Entonces yo, amigos, estoy dispuesto acá para
And
recibirles.
so, my friends, I'm
para
here.
hacer
I'm here to
conocer,
receive you. I'm available
llevarles
to see, to
en
bring you places,
transporte.
and
Yo soy
transport.
conductor también ahora.
I'm also I'm a driver.
Exacto, chicos. ¿no?
Exactly. Chévere.
Él sabe hacer todo.
Sí. Bueno.
Y también yo les puedo hablar en quechua
And I
también.
can also speak to you in Quechua.
Yeah.
Aprender un poco de Quechua, ¿no?
Quechua.
Just to learn some Quechua.
Huayqikuna, panaykuna, noqakani Cusco llaqtamanta, noqa suti Mario, y noqa allin hamuyta qukichis chay Cusco llaqtaman, hamuychis, riqsinkichis, llapanta, imi manakuna kashan chaypi, Inca kunaq ruwasqan pirqakuna kashan, chaykunata riqsinkis y kaqllataq kashan Machu Picchu, entre las 7 maravillas del mundo. Allin, suma. Anay.
Gracias, Mario.
Vamos a aprender los números 1 a 10 en quechua.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The numbers 1 to 10 in Quechua.
Yeah. Hok, Iskay, Quince, Tawa, Pisca, Sokta, Canchis, Pusak, Iskon, Chunka. So if you wanted to say 15, you would say 10 and 5. So 10 is Chunka and 5 is Pisca. But you have to add a little postfix. So 15 would be Chunka Piscayok. Or if you wanted to say 40, you would say 410, so that'd be like Tawa Chunka. And then 100 is Pacha, and 1,000 is Waranka. So with those, you can say any number you need to in Quechua. Don't forget. Pause the video and
We'll go back so you can practice a little bit. Why don't we take a just quick walk through these ruins just to show people what they look like.
we have some milk thistle on the ground here, which is a European import. I was looking for some more munya, but I couldn't find any. There's a really beautiful little flower here that comes up sort of at the end of the dry season. But the one behind it is called yaoyi, and it's very spiky. We have the pretty one in front. I don't know what it's called. Mario might know. But the one behind is yaoyi because it's spiky, and when you touch it, you go yaoyi.
Yauli.
It hurts.
Y yauli también, en otras palabras, quisca.
Kishka. ¿Y estas? ¿Sabes qué es esto?
Este es es como canto.
Canto.
Flor de canto.
Okay.
Canto.
Yeah. Nice. Muchas espinas.
A lot of spines. A lot of spines.
So these are just a very small set of ruins. They're not ticketed ruins. You can come here for free.
¿Y en Estados Unidos hay eucalipto o no?
Sí.
So all these trees back here,
Aquí,
they're all eucalyptus.
aquí la planta más tradicional es la queuña.
So here, the
Okay.
most traditional plant is called, ¿cómo se llama?
Queuña.
Queuña.
Polylepis incana.
Y también en el tallo se saca como hojas de
Papel. Ajá.
y esto es el incienso andino. Incienso andino que normalmente en mes de agosto, en mes de la tierra, hace la ofrenda.
So in certain months of the year, could you explain it to me again, Sam? Or explain that?
He said that they basically take this papery bark off and use it as a traditional incense. And I was looking to see if
Okay.
there's a queuña over here, but there's not. There is down here. But yeah, so all these eucalyptus, I think they've only been here about 150 years. And they have began to dominate the forest around here. They're great for firewood and building and stuff like that, but obviously they're an invasive species and they really take over.
Yeah, a lot of
Y
eucalyptus in the
aparte
Andes.
también, antiguamente las casas eran con ese techo.
So in the past,
Techo de
the
paja.
houses were made from this type of roofing material, these plants.
Sí. Ahora recién han cambiado a teja.
And now, recently, they've turned to a different type of material,
Un tipo de pasto.
Sí, eso se llama icho.
icho. Yeah, very, very impressive place. And I really couldn't believe how many ruins I saw, or I have seen in the time that I've been here, all around the city.